don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
You ready? You get it? I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Newton now to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. It's caught, Smith. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Newton throwing again. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Say. Sunday. Hey, kill. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the
first and 10. It's Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A loss of a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll run with Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Gun.
2nd and 5 now. Newton escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Great. 52. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me,
and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wentz going to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
59 Mike.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Going deep downfield for Roll. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run. It's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Hey, echo. Check 9, check 9. Check 59.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Ricky.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton eluding the pressure right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the red zone now, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And this one complete to Smith. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz with a catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 27 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 39, Wentz flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. That's caught by Hollister. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
I'm coming after you.
Lefty, lefty.
After you. Spons.
Sunday. Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 59. All day. Mike.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall...
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot and gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays getting into the offense's back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Thompson, his second sack of the night. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hey, Haywood! Lion. 46 down, man, 5-4.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 39, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
20. 20. No, check that. We want Mike 52.
Back to throw, Newton. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Sanders. Room here to run. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 44 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check 50. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch Mike 7. Watch QB7.
Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Newton. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Wilson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 22.
First down, Panthers.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Gun.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A strong safety, Sean Davis, there to break up that pass play.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
The open man is Smith. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now
he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. As Sanders has it poked free. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
There's the stiff arm. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, let's go.
20.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, I'm coming. 57, Mike, come on. Here we go.
Here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Scarlett on the carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down now, it's Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist.
Kill.
Mike, check.
Hey, Delta.
59.
Hey, bunch.
Out.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to let it fly. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.